Hello everyone, Happy New Year, welcome back to Beginner Beauty Glow. It's my first video since the new year started, so I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and get started with our makeup. Today I think I'm going to use my Moira, just stab myself in the thumb with that, my Moira Chasing Eternity palette. Here are the shades in this one. And I think I'm going to start out with the shade Hopeful right there. Alright, so let me go ahead and put that above my crease here. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is my second time recording today because the first one just did not work out for me. I used an eyeshadow that was too dark for my liking on me, and I just didn't want to. It just was a hot mess, let me just say that. But I do want to darken that up, so I'm going to move on over to Infinite right there. And just to darken up that outer area a little bit, so I'm just doing very light taps in it. This Moira palette, Moira in general has been one of my favorite, sorry about that, one of my favorite palettes by far. I hope everybody had a good new year. Mine was great. However, I don't know about you guys, but I am not looking forward to going back to work on Monday. Oh goodness. But life must go on like it does every year. Okay. And also, life hasn't gone on for everybody every year, so I need to be grateful for that mine has. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go to the lighter shade here, and it's called Fave. And I'm just gonna do that across the bottom part of my lid. Just to brighten that up a little bit. That's pretty much what I want. I'm going to add a little bit more to this side. That's good. So we got that done. I am going to do a winged liner today. So but I think really quickly I want to take a brush and just kind of blend this eyeshadow in just so it's not so messy looking. I'm just like using a very light brush to do that. Okay. Very light look. Okay. Alright, so I got my handy dandy tool here for my winged liner. And then I'm using the Essence Lash Princess Liquid Liner, which is definitely my favorite. And I just line this tool up, which has been amazing for me. I wouldn't be able to do no winged liner without this. Oh. Oh wow, that turned out messy. Did not mean for that to happen. Alright, sorry about that. And as you can see, even with a tool, things happen. Fix that. Okay. But you know what? I just thought of something anyways. I forgot to put down my eyeshadow primer. I don't know if it's the first of the year or what, but my mind is just all over the place today. Alright, let me see. Okay, here's my primer. So let me go ahead and put some of this. This is the Urban Decay primer. I pretty much just put it where I'm putting my wing. Alright, let me just try that again, you guys. Sorry about that. Sorry you had to watch that twice. Wipe off some of the excess. Maybe I didn't wipe off enough of the excess that time. There we go. Much better. Alright, let me do the other eye. I think one is definitely longer, but I should be able to fix that. Now I feel like one's shorter. These things are tough, for me at least. Okay. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to finish my wings and I'll be right back. You guys, I am back. The wings are done. I'm just going to leave them because I always sit there and stare at them. I'm like, ugh. And then I keep adding to them and then they just end up getting more messy, more messy. Okay. I'm going to move on to primer. I'm going to use my Essence Glow Serum Primer. I haven't used this in a while, so I kind of want to use this today. If I can get it out. Okay, there we go. I love this primer. And not to mention, it smells so good. The funny thing is that when I first got that primer, I thought it was a serum, so I was using it like skincare, like part of my skincare. Oh, that was embarrassing. Because I realized I was doing it in my videos and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, people are probably like, girl, you're not using skincare, you're using primer. So, but does say I don't know what watermelon water and niacinamide. So hey, that means it does have some skincare stuff in it, so give me a break. Alright, so let's go ahead and I think today I want to use getting it out, sorry about that. Okay, so I think before I put on my skin tint, I'm going to put on some of my Lumi Glotion. Alright, so, and I'm going to use the lighter shade today. I'm going to use the 902 Light Glow. Okay, I think that's enough. I just want a very light glow. I'm really excited that L'Oreal is coming out with so much more like products with their Lumi line. And I know that they have a bronzer that I would love to try because I really like their Lumi stuff. So, and with that being said, I'm gonna now put on my Lumi skin tint, and I'm gonna use shade 140 Cool. Shake it up a little bit first. And you guys, I apologize if my sound was just a little bad. I forgot to plug my microphone back in, so I apologize for that. All right, so I have this little, what is this called? What is this thing called? Like a palette thing. I'm gonna put my Lumi skin tint on this and then apply it to my face from there. So I'm just gonna put, I don't know, I feel like it's just gonna work best for me that way in order to get a more even like coverage. So now I have my brush here, and I'm just gonna kind of like dab it in on the palette like that, and then bring it over to my skin, and let's hope this works. Ooh, okay. That was more than I wanted there, but all right, one more. I was hoping this would help with my application of this, but I'm not sure if it really did much. So maybe next time I'll stick with my usual way. All right. I'm just making sure that that's even. I think it is. Okay. So now let's get some color back in there. My goodness. I'm going to use my Milani Cheek Kiss. It's in the shade Spilling Tea. All right, let's apply this. to bring it down my nose and everything. Just to get some color in there. Okay. That's better. You know what? I'm sorry. Let me just go back a little bit more to the hairline just to make sure. Okay. And now let's do brows. And of course, as you know, Wet n Wild Mega Stay. All right. Are you guys doing anything this weekend? Are you just relaxing from the holidays? I think we'll just be relaxing because we've had so much going on lately. Although, I don't know if you guys have children who are the same way, but I think my daughter feels like if we don't do something every single day, we are boring. Well, she's bored. But I would like to probably bring her sledding this weekend. If her uncle doesn't do it, I will probably bring her sledding. Okay. Sometimes I like eye brightener and sometimes I don't. I don't think I'm going to do eye brightener today, but I am going to do some mascara on my bottom lashes because it's kind of been a while. Oops. All right. Alright, so I'm going to use my Tarte XL tubing mascara. Should make it kind of hard to see, but I'm going to use this on my bottom lashes. I'm going to pause my video to do this just because I don't want to bore you guys, and I'll be right back. I do like 2 to 3 coats. Alright, I did 3 coats of mascara, and now I'm going to do blush. So I'm going to use the NYX Fat Cheeks blush, and it's in the shade Fig Fizz. Which if I remember correctly, it's not very, this shade is not very pigmented. So I'll probably have to, it smells so good. Probably have to do more than 1 coat. It's a very natural light finish though, if you like that thing, sort of thing. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's do highlighter. Gonna use my e.l.f. and my new highlighter, which I am loving. It's called Blush Money is the shade. It's like a champagne color. Alright, I'm just gonna use my finger to swipe this on because I feel like it goes on a lot better with my finger. Which I believe these are a dupe for a Rare Beauty highlighter. I don't have any Rare Beauty highlighters, so I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. So if you are a person who doesn't like glitter, but you just like to be illuminated with your highlighter, these are perfect for that. Alright, that's done. So now we'll do I'm seeing shadows on my face and it's making me think like I've missed something, a spot there. Okay, let's do some setting spray. I'm going to use my, of course, Hard Candy Glow Unlock. Alright, I'm going to switch up my liner today. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Cream Glide liner, and it's in the shade Espresso Martini. I'm going to try this one out today. I'm going to try to keep it on the lighter side, but it's still a little bit darker than what I've been using. Okay, I might need to sharpen this. It's looking a little bit dull in some spots, and I don't want it to scratch me. Okay. Alright, let's try this out. My lips feel so dry too. How we're looking. I'm going to try to blend that in a little bit with my finger. And sorry, I'm going to have to add a little bit more. Okay. Oh. The reason I put the lines in like that, it's just like a technique that I seen someone do to make give your lips a little bit of a fuller look, a fuller effect. I don't necessarily know if it works or not, but I liked it when I tried it out. I liked how it looks. I just kept doing it. If you guys are wondering. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Juvia's Place, which I have been absolutely loving this gloss. However, this is their BBL gloss, their Big Beautiful Lips gloss. So it is a plumping gloss, and this is spicy. Oh my gosh, if you guys are sensitive to that kind of stuff, it is very, very extremely spicy. So, but it does work. It really does work. All right, so let me go ahead and add this on, and it smells really good. It smells like cake or frosting. Looks like I have a hair on there. I actually have a new shade waiting for me to pick up order of this today. So I got to go up to Ulta and get that. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. Nothing too dramatic as usual with me. I don't really do too much of dramatic looks. I try to do little things here and there, but you know, I'm more of a neutral color type of girl. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I really do appreciate you guys watching and being here. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. And again, Happy New Year.